Hello everyone, I'm Kavita from Storyland SL, and my friend and partner Mokshini and I are extremely excited to be talking to you about books like these. And I'm going to be talking about The Littlest Bigfoot today. Jennifer Weiner is the name of the author, and first of all, let's take a moment to appreciate this amazing dust jacket. What a beautiful illustration. There's a little girl and she's looking up at the moon, and you can see in the distance that there's someone who's peering through the trees at her, but you can't really see very clearly. And in fact, if I were to summarize it, that's exactly what this story is about. Now, some of you would already be familiar with the tale or the myth of Bigfoot. Predominantly in the US and Canada, Bigfoot is supposed to be, well, a scary monster, but in this story we are brought to the reality that even someone who we don't really know, who may look different, may seem different, may have different habits and come from a different part of the world, could be someone that we may just make lifelong friends with. I'm going to read you a little bit of the front matter from the dust jacket, and I hope you enjoy listening in because it certainly piqued my interest. Alice Mayfair, 12 years old, slips through the world unseen and unnoticed, ignored by her family, and shipped off to her 8th boarding school. Alice would like a friend. And when she rescues Millie Maximus from drowning in a lake one night, she finds one. But Millie is a Bigfoot, part of a clan who dwell deep in the woods. Most Bigfoots believe that people, or no-furs as they are called, are dangerous. Yet Millie is fascinated with the no-fur world. She's convinced that humans will appreciate all the things about her that the Bigfoot tribe does not. And incidentally, there are not just 2 youngsters in this particular story, there are 3 or 4 or 5, and they all come together in the strangest of circumstances. All of them finding it difficult to meet or keep friends, and brought together by strange circumstances. I'm not going to reveal too much because I'd really like if you could read the book for yourself. But they're brought together by these strange circumstances, and they realize that along the way, even though at first glance or at first appearance they thought they might not be the kind of folks they'd like to hang out with, still when they get to know each other, they realize that they actually have so much more in common. And isn't that true of all of us in real life, because appearance is so different from reality. And that's what the story is about. And also, which is very cool, and I'm going to find this page which is really, really interesting, there are lots of very cool puzzles in the book. And the brain teasers, which is also, a little bit of an intrigue, that is brought into this story. And so there are 3 youngsters, like I said, who are the main characters. There's Alice, there's Millie, and there's Jeremy. So I'm going to read you a very quick extract from the middle of the book. This is chapter 17, and chapter 17 is about the character Millie. From The Littlest Bigfoot by Jennifer Weiner. Millie had run off into the forest, hearing her mother's voice in her head as clearly as she heard Alice's shouts in her ears. "Now you've done it," Septima's voice said. Millie's feet were blistered from their 2 big boots. Her throat ached and her cheek was bleeding where a branch had smacked hard enough to cut through the fur. Even while she ran, she could hear Alice calling. "Not calling, hunting!" Septima's voice whispered in her head. "Didn't I tell you? Didn't I warn you? Now look at you, look!" Millie ran faster and faster, as fast as she'd ever gone. And the Yare were normally very fast. But Millie was a very small Yare, with short legs and small feet. And Alice was tall for a human girl. Tall and strong and determined. "Millie! Millie!" She could hear Alice's voice getting louder. She threw herself at a tree, and then, clawing at the bark, she started to climb. "They will chase you and they will hurt you," her mother's voice said. "Millie, please," Alice called. Millie crouched like a cat, cheek fur matted and sticky with blood and sap, her candy, all of that delicious no-fur candy, lost somewhere below. That was when Millie made up her mind. Maybe no-furs were dangerous. Maybe they did want to trap the Bigfoots they found, or put them in zoos, or sell them to the circus for money. But not Alice. Alice had saved her from drowning, and Alice had been kind. Alice had taken Millie trick-or-treating, and even though she was fast and strong, she always slowed down and never made Millie hurry to keep up. Alice had answered all her questions, had been honest about herself, had listened and not laughed when Millie told her about her dreams. Alice was her friend. And that's the amazing tale of Alice and Millie in that episode of the book. And you will also meet the amazing character Jeremy, who has a very similar storyline, but there are a few twists in the tale which bring these three main characters together. And don't forget, there are heaps of other characters as well. And that's something that resonated with me, the fact that such a diverse group of people could come together and find so much similarity and respect each other at the same time. Now, before I forget, you see lots of books near me. You see a book in my hand. Incidentally, the Littlest Bigfoot has also got an amazing web page. It's called believeinbigfoot.com, and it complements the book as well, because some of those additional puzzles that I spoke to you about, they can also be found on the web page that complements the book. And if you really want to find out more, because I haven't told you very much about the book, because I want you to take a look and see what's in store and find out what happens at the end of the tale, and whether each of these characters' different storylines come together and how they come together, you can find this book at the Big Bad Wolf online book sale, which will be available for you at a device near you from the 1st to the 3rd of October 2020. Now you'll see the website coming up on the screen. Don't forget to pay them a visit, because not just this, not just these, but heaps of books available for you, all still available, just like the Big Bad Wolf book sale has been over the last couple of years, but this time online. Now, don't forget that you can also catch Storyland SL, which is what Mokshini and I are a part of, on our YouTube channel as well as on our Facebook page. And don't forget to check out our Instagram handle. Happy reading, everybody, and may you too find a diverse group of friends, just like everyone in this lovely story that we spoke of. See you soon. Bye.